Okay, guys, it's Cameron once again. Let's talk about side hustles. If you've got a regular job, maybe it doesn't pay as much as you'd like. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you just need to take care of some debts. Um, Most people should have a side hustle. For one thing, it provides you an extra income. Second, it offers you a little bit of insurance. I don't know how many of you out there have collected unemployment, but where I live in the Washington state, unemployment is good for about 60% of your previous earnings, up to about $650-ish a week. So if you got a mortgage of $1,500 and $100 a week in food, you're already at like 19 something, and you haven't gotten to anything like, say, a car payment or power bills, phone bills, etc. You could be right at that line, like right off the get-go, assuming you made enough to get the full 650. So, I recommend a side hustle. What you do, that's a little bit up to you. I worked with a guy previously, he had a pressure washing business on the side. And ultimately, he took off and did that full time. He pressure washed people's driveways, the sides of their houses, stuff like that. Another friend of mine has a snow plow. He hasn't turned it into a side business, but he probably could if he really wanted to. That same friend had an internet e-commerce business dealing in LED lighting back when it wasn't a commoditized product. And he did really well at that for a few years, but as so often happens with businesses like that, like he was able to drop stuff in the mail here and there as he rode his dual sport motorcycle wherever he wanted to go. Cool. Thinking of you, Doug. Anyway, as time's gone on, business dwindled. He wasn't doing any promotion work for the business, and it sort of just tapered off. He still gets a sale now and then, but not much. If you have a job, the first thing you might do is look at overtime. I know that doesn't really count as a side hustle, but it's sometimes a really easy way to make more money, even though you get more tax. But a lot of times, depending on how your retirement funds are set up, it can be a way to also fill your retirement fund more, while at the same time getting a little bit more in your pocket. Because in like my own case, the sudden realization that, I'm really behind and I really need a retirement. Holy cow. Because, 25 years from now, I'm going to want to retire and I don't have anything. So you got to do something about that. That's where the 401ks come in, your Roth IRA, your standard IRA. I believe presently the maximum contribution to your 401k is $18,000 as of March 5th of 2019. And I believe the IRA contributions have hit $6,000 for 2019. So food for thought there. That may be the reason you want a side hustle. Who knows? Other things you can do would be to resell stuff. What have you got around your house that you want to get rid of? You can put it up on eBay. I personally avoid Etsy after a whole bunch of hassles they've had previously. Blogging is another possibility. The one caveat with blogging is that it takes a while. Acquaintance of mine, it took him until he had about 1,300 posts up on his blog before it was making enough to replace his regular day job. Also consider that if you work in the public sector, say you work for a city or municipality, county, state, there is nothing, despite what you may think, that is going to guarantee you your retirement and or your medical coverage when you retire. If you look at Ohio right now, they're seeing some of the issues with that. They're changing things, and people that didn't plan to have these other expenses in retirement suddenly do. So be aware of stuff like that and plan accordingly. Again, that would be the reason it's good to have a side hustle. What do you know? So other ideas, What do you know that other people don't know? Maybe you have great skills with Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel and you could offer a little course. There's various places like Udemy and whatnot where you can do that. So I recommend finding a side hustle and sticking with that. Now note, I'm not going to combine side hustle and bootstrapping in this same video. Next video, we're going to talk about bootstrapping, and then we're going to get into something that I'm going to call the 5K challenge. So stay tuned. I hope this works for people out there. I hope it helps. If anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to drop them below. Otherwise, have a good day.